The young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. Yeah. I just had to let you know. Yeah. Give me that working.
It's the NFL on EA Sports as we are in the inner harbor of Baltimore at M&T Bank Stadium. Here's a scene a short time ago. The Ravens introduced to this sellout crowd, and through a sea of pyrotechnics, out they came from the tunnel. We're set to go as the Ravens get ready to match up with the Kansas City Chiefs. Butker now to kick this one away.
Check, 59. You're not ready. You're not ready.
They'll run for the first time with Mark Ingram. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Damian Wilson in on the stop. This defense, tough to run against. And those linebackers, they'll go side to side up the field, and there they get them for no gain.
If you can't get linemen upfield to the second level to occupy them, they have a field day just running to the football and putting ball carriers on the ground. Not many yards after contact when they wrap up like that.
He's got it to Ingram, complete. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and it'll be third down.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so, and gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it, and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on third. Well, so much for picking it up on the ground on third down. Third play of the drive, and this defense showing strong early.
I wonder how much of that was scouting. I wonder how much of that was a gut feeling like, okay, let's just go ahead and sell out here and get after them, thinking they're going to run the football and stuff them early, because they've now set the tone. They've set a precedent right here that if you're going to try and run the ball against us, it could be hard going throughout this game.
Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And out will come the offense as they take over.
At their own 22-yard line.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up first and 10 at their own 22. To throw, it's Mahomes. Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. Really, Henry muscled his way in for the sack. That's called setting the tone right away.
It certainly is, and it lets you know just how important communication is amongst the offensive line. They talk about it all the time, knowing each other's moves. You've got to be coordinated and in sync. Otherwise, your quarterback gets hit.
And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Marching in for the sack, Matthew Judah.
Now, I know we're only 2 plays in, but after giving up back-to-back sacks, something has to change with the protection, and they can't wait to halftime to make an adjustment.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
And he is out of bounds right around the 34. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
A gain of 26 yards.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Defense wins championships, baby.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. And Hill with it over the middle. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 37-yard line.
That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. The first carry now. This is Williams. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. They had 3 yards on 1st down, just 1 yard there.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
Chances are good he's going to be a very busy guy. 2 catches already in this opening drive, and they were looking his way for a 3rd.
I think they put this defense on notice that could be a really, really frequent combination. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the Ravens will get it. 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And a 3 and out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive.
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
44's the mic. 44's mic. Check. Gotta get this stop here.
From the gun, it's Jackson. Steps away to his left. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
Mike, 44. I got you, son. I got you. You're all mine. You're all mine, baby. You're all mine.
They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Touchdown, Kansas City.
Well, partner, I do know this. If you're a defensive back, you have more chances to make a team now than ever because people are using 5 defensive backs, 6 defensive back packages. Not exclusively, but way more than before. That was a nickel package there, and what a pickoff.
Why is that? Why are they using that more?
Because more people are throwing the ball on earlier downs than ever before. This has become a passing league, and because of that, more defensive backs on the field on those plays.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
I'm not sure that you'd call it trick play, but it definitely showed some imagination there. I wouldn't be surprised if they want to come back and show this play a few more times before this one is over.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
I got you. Mike's 50, Mike's 50.
Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Let's get in there,
Here's Jackson to throw. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Try to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made it attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
Check. I got it. 44, Mike.
From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson. And that will be incomplete. That makes them now 0 for 2 here in the first quarter on 3rd down conversions.
And now they'll look to their defense because they need them to step up so they don't fall further behind here in the early going.
On is the punter, Cook, who sends it away. Watch out for Hill on the return. A very good return there, getting even 20 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off here by Jimmy Smith. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it up. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Out of the gun, they give to Ingram. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing. Because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
He's got a 1st down and more inside the 30. And he's hauled away down to the 6-yard line. Forget the run on 3rd and 1. They shot the D and rip off a pretty big play.
I'm not sure this is how they had it drawn out on paper, but this is going to work out for them and then some, right? They've got a big chunk they've got to pick up. They decide to check it down, and he just turns into a pure athlete and makes a huge play for them.
Second quarter now from Baltimore. It's the Ravens in possession as they go to work on a 1st and goal. Second quarter now from Baltimore. It's the Ravens in possession as they go to work on a 1st and goal. First red zone chance now for the Ravens. They've got a 1st and goal to go at the 7. They'll run here with Ingram. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
At the 11-yard line.
So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal.
Kid 21. Single.
Now it's Jackson. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And now here comes Kansas City. The result's not great thus far. A punt on the first drive and an interception last time out.
And let's face it, every team wants to come out on the field and play with some confidence, play some tempo, play with some rhythm. And when you're making those types of mistakes, you're not getting any of that put together.
So what do you say, time to get back to the basics for them?
In a lot of ways, yes. But the biggest one, of course, is finding people who will take care of the football and make a few plays. You got to have a drive now that calms down the entire team.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. He's going to rifle one deep left side. That's going to be caught. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 53 yards. And the Chiefs have taken the lead. The extra point up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. They'll run on 1st down. It's Williams. Room here to run. Past the 20. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. A big run there. 29 yards and a first.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another 1st down with that run.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Chiefs add on to their lead. And Pointer, they found a gap there on the post pattern in the middle of the end zone.
And ordinarily, that's a tough spot to find because there's usually coverage to take away that portion of the field. But they found a gap, and they exploited it.
Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Run plays like that, those big D tackles love them. That's when they eat.
Especially when they're the defensive tackles that we're watching right now that dictate things on the line of scrimmage. They can't move them the way that they want to. They're just standing up, whipping the offensive linemen and making plays.
Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
No gain on that run, and while the team is down, there's still time to come back and win the football game. If I'm the offensive coordinator, though, I've got to think about moving at a faster pace and maybe opening things up a little bit and throwing it a little bit more.
The Ravens on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9.
Watch the ball, watch the ball.
Call it a gain of 4, but not enough. The punt team going to need to be summoned here on 4th down.
Not your conventional play call, but that's okay. You probe the defense a little bit with some of everything in your playbook. That way they have to account for everything as the game moves on.
They'll call that a 61-yard punt. He got all of that one. And the Chiefs are going to take over with a long field ahead and a 1st and 10. Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives that end up in points, it's almost like a run in basketball to create that distance, and they're on a really big-time one right now.
It becomes contagious, doesn't it?
It absolutely does, because oftentimes it translates to your defense as well, because they're excited about getting the ball back for their offense just playing so well.
Well, they are clicking right now. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 20. 11 yards there, 1st down.
Some think the teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Mahomes to throw once more. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. That's Judon. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Michael Pierce, in all of his 340-pound glory, gets the sack. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Here's Dustin Colquitt now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And he's able to get it out of there. Here's Jones. A punt of 46, a return of 5. And the Ravens, they'll take over.
1st and 10 at their own 48-yard line.
Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive. Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But listen, there's some guys, there got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
He's got the 1st down here inside the 30. And all the way down to the 25-yard line. The Ravens get a new set of downs, give him 17 on that pickup.
Baltimore, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Jackson on 1st down. His throw caught right around the 6. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. A good pickup there, 21 yards. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. They'll look to run with Ingram. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. It's a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens draw a bit closer. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's just tougher for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how we're going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
And this will be a touchback as it goes over the end line.
25-yard line.
And now here comes Kansas City. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Travis Kelce, the Pro Bowl tight end, the intended target, and it's third down.
He's thrown one interception already, and that doesn't necessarily mean the rest of the game is going to go like that. But it does seem that he's a little bit off in his approach to this one.
Yeah, it does, and that was a risky throw right there.
Got to be careful about taking care of the ball, making sure you get back within yourself. I mean, those mechanics that they work on all the time, they're there for a reason. Kind of get back to those and maybe tamp it down a little bit.
Mahomes now on first down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. Hill, the intended receiver once again. And that'll bring up second down.
Watch the curl. Watch the curls.
Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. He'll take a shot for the end zone. This is caught by Hill for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Chiefs are able to grow their lead. The extra point up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go.
Ravens take over first and 10.
And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something works. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up first and 10. Jackson from the shotgun. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Ready for the start of the third quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Here we go. Here we go.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up first and 10 at their 25-yard line. Looking left side for Watkins, and he's got him. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
And that was well defended, and as a cornerback, what you're taught when you see a wide receiver screen, either you get underneath the play before the blocking forms, or you're going to have to fight your way through it by getting through some blocking. That was a really nice play there.
Escaping the pressure right. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A gain there of 21 yards.
That's something we have not seen him do to this point, and that's take the ball, tuck it, and run.
Exactly right. His first carry of the game. I guess he picked a good time to do it.
He certainly did. Not only did he have the element of surprise, he's making sure he's judicious in taking off.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. This defense could use a few more plays like that right now.
It certainly could, but think about it from an offense's perspective right now. They've got a lead, but they don't want to throttle down too much and stall themselves. Still want to move at a nice pace.
Mahomes' pass caught by Watkins. A first down there on a pickup of 25. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
That's over 40 yards of movement with those last two plays.
And that's how you throw for a whole heap of yards in a game. You get efforts like that from your receivers. How about him laying out for that catch?
Yeah, excellent. Makes the quarterback look a whole lot better. And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Get you back to the goal line. I can hear my high school coach right now. This is when force meets force. Got to be physical in order to win this battle.
Yeah, that's where the physicality pays off. A nice job forcing the contact and forcing the incomplete. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. They've been moving the ball well offensively, really getting into a groove. Last play, pass completion. Now, finally, the defense gets there.
And you have to find a way to disrupt their rhythm. Do you do it with coverage, or do you do it with pressure? They elected to go with pressure, and it was the right call.
So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, and the net result, 3 points.
Take your disappointment and put it aside. 9 plays. Yeah, they want to end up in the end zone with a touchdown. I get that. But sometimes those 9-play drives pay dividends later with another 9-play drive that culminates in a touchdown when they wear down a defense.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 21. They'll try to get the ground game going with Ingram. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 24-yard line.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play.
Jackson. Buying time to his left. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
A gain of 10 yards.
Sometimes guys get locked into such a groove. What do we call it? The game's slowing down. They see everything happening almost in slow motion. They see the lanes develop. I feel like he's right there.
Well, and you want this from your leader, right? With this deficit, this stage of the game, second half, no quit in him.
0.
Any day.
He's going to air one out. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Marquise Brown, 66 yards. And the Ravens cut into that lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And the lead is trimmed down to 10.
31. Ravens 21.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Go, go, go.
They go play fake. Mahomes. That's out to Hill, right side complete. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25.
First down.
And he's certainly been a huge factor in this one. He's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why didn't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. Now on 2nd and 13. Mahomes throwing the out route incomplete. It's Hill. 16 yards, a first down.
All that practice time came to fruition on that play. All those timing routes that they work on through training camp, OTAs, minicamp, and just regular season, they got it done on that one. An out cut, ball was delivered, and picked up the completion.
They go play action here on first down. Over the middle, he's got Watkins. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. Mahomes now nearing the 300-yard mark with still a quarter to play. It's 1st and 10. Now a handoff. Here's Williams. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
In my book, that's running the ball well, but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the third quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the second half.
I agree totally. It's not just end-of-the-half situations that you worry about the clock. It's throughout the game. And with the lead, stay in bounds. Make them fight harder to try and catch you.
4 yards the pickup, first down.
First down, Kansas City.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
On first down, it's Williams. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. Back now in Baltimore. It's the Chiefs with the lead and the football here as we get set for quarter number 4.
It's our field. Hey, it's our house. Quick the edge. Go. Watch the safety creep.
They go play action. Now Mahomes. Flushed out right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs.
48.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. From 13 yards out. And the Chiefs add on to their lead.
Well, after another passing touchdown, I don't think it'd be an understatement to say that he's in the zone. And I believe he likes it.
Extra point up and through. And the decision to just keep the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1.
Chris Moore on the return. The Ravens take over 3rd and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. From the gun, Jackson. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. He was trying to get it to Seth Roberts. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
At the 35-yard line.
Oh, yeah. And here we go again.
Jackson now. Going to throw again. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. The Ravens on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 11. Now it's Jackson. And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. Frank Clark drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long. Why are you calling play action?
Yeah, because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking. But to me, it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and it leads to a play-action sack. And now on is the field goal unit. And, boy, this is speculative at best, crazy at worst. And as is to be expected, this is nowhere near being good from that distance. And this score will stay right where it is. Well, he does have a good leg. I'll give him that. But Not that good.
Not by a long shot.
Mahomes going to throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. At this stage of the game, with the score where it is, the key here, stay in bounds, and he did just that. Not by a huge margin, but he stayed in.
And those come up in what we like to call winning edge meetings. The things that you have to do, late game situations, kicking situations, doesn't matter what it is, the things you have to do to win a game, and that comes up in that meeting, then you practice it. They've got to be happy to see it executed, being able to stay in bounds and work the clock.
And that is no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So that's one you almost never see at this level. A wobbler from very short range, and it winds up no good.
All right, Brandon, if he slipped or someone got a hand on it, then I can understand it, but it's almost like you heard a whistle or something to stop his swing. A very strange result, especially for an NFL kicker.
It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
At the 19-yard line.
53's Mike. Check. 53's Mike. Let's go, defense. Hey, man up, D. Man up.
Jackson. And it's incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Mark Andrews, there. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, Jackson. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. 12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first. This quarterback now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Jackson. Caught by Snead over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Barney sold the go route really well. Thought he was going deep, then curled it back inside for a nice completion.
DBs love when they pump the brakes, don't they?
Yeah, that's really a whole lot of fun. It's almost like you said, listen, if you're going to sell the go, just go. And let's see who's faster.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Hollywood Brown, the intended receiver, and it's 2nd down.
They tried to make something happen, but that one came up incomplete and really wasn't a good-looking throw.
Yeah, maybe even go as far as to call that a little ill-advised.
Yeah, I would say so. I think that's the right phrase for it. Definitely ill-advised. Just wonder about his mechanics right now, you know, and that's the tough part.
And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Colin Saunders coming right up the gut. Gets in there for a loss of 9. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens.
Right. He's tight right here. He's tight on the right. Tight on the alert. 3.
They'll fake the give to Ingram. Now Jackson. He uncorks it for Snead. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off at the 24. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a 1st down. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Williams, nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40. 2 minutes left to play this football game here on EA Sports. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
NFL quarterbacks work so hard on their mechanics, and they do so much repetition and practice, off-season, the whole deal. They expect it to be autopilot once the games start. That way it eliminates any type of pressure of the game, pressure of people in your face, all of that. That didn't shine through on that throw, though, did it?
No. A little bit of a dangerous pass and off target, too. Here's Dustin Colquitt now as he's on to punt for Kansas City. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away.
First and 10 at their own 13-yard line.
Watch the slant, watch the slant.
Trying to shake off the interception, he'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. It's a give to the right, Ingram. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards.
First down. First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a first and 10.
It's our time.
And he'll take it across the 50 and into Chief territory. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave it with a second and 3.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Throwing on second and 3. Jackson shifts by him. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a first down.
That's good for a Baltimore first down. First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Let's go, Mike 50, Mike 50. I got it.
Now Jackson on first down. And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Juan Thornhill. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. The tackle made by the corner, Jimmy Smith.
Brings up second and 9 at the 8-yard.
So this one in the win column for Kansas City, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that fourth quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the fourth quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check